This tutorial will help you practice for the Ohio State Cosmetology and Barber Board licensing exam, specifically the Relaxer Retouch. Please note, State Board does not recommend or endorse any products including this video. The following instructions will be read before you begin. You will now perform the Relaxer Retouch portion of this exam. In the left back section of the head, you will apply a 1-inch relaxer retouch. This procedure is 10 minutes and you will be informed when you have 5 minutes remaining. They will tell you when you can begin. Keep in mind, you already sectioned the 4 quadrants at the beginning when you did the hair color retouch. So you did hair color retouch, the foil packets, and now you're doing the relaxer retouch in the left back section. Make sure that you put your gloves on before you begin. I would recommend starting with a new brush again, and you will use the same mock relaxer product that you used for the last 2 procedures. Before you start the procedure, make sure that you apply protective cream around the hairline. The protective cream that my students use is a tube of toothpaste that will show up. We have actually used real protective cream in the past and the examiners were not able to see it well. So now we use toothpaste, but it has to be labeled as mock protective cream. Some of the task lines that you will be graded for include, of course, that all of your products are labeled in English, that your implements are clean, that you are still draped towel cape towel because it's a chemical procedure, that you apply a barrier cream to the hairline, which is what I did with the protective cream, that you wear gloves, and now you will apply the simulated product 1/4 of an inch away from the scalp and out to 1 inch. Make sure that this does not get on the scalp. If it gets on your gloves, sometimes it might be easier to wipe it off on a paper towel and keep your gloves clean so that it doesn't get on the rest of the hair where it shouldn't be. You have to completely cover that little tiny area with the simulated product. You have to keep all of the skin free from the mock relaxer product. If it gets on the skin, you could use a paper towel or a Q-tip to wipe it off of that area. Or if it gets on the hair where it shouldn't be, which happens sometimes, make sure that you use something, paper towel or Q-tip, to get it off of that area as well. Throughout all of these procedures, make sure that your cape stays on the mannequin properly. Towel cape towel. If it comes off or if it gets soiled, you need to change it. Also, keep your work area clean at all times. For time's sake, I'm speeding this portion of the tutorial up because you continue the same process throughout this section. But I do want to show you that mistakes happen, even to instructors. It's not that they don't happen, it's that you address them if they do. So what you will notice is my brush brushed against the hair where I didn't want relaxer right there. So I take a paper towel, wipe it off, and continue on. If something like this happens, be prepared. You may have been taught to apply from the bottom to the top rather than top to bottom. Either way is fine, The important thing is that it is 1/4 of an inch away from the scalp and goes out 1 inch. Make sure it's saturated and make sure it's not on the skin or the scalp. I'm flipping this back down, checking the scalp, but I'm not smashing anything together. I'm just looking at the scalp area. If there's anything there, I'll use a Q-tip and get it off. Replace your lid, get a new brush, and coming up next is the Chemical Virgin Relaxer.